days are a psyop perpetuated by the major junk food companies to make sure you never overcome your junk food addiction and stay addicted and stay a customer for life. People like The Rock, who promote cheat days every week on his Instagram with 100 million followers, are paid by these companies to promote cheat day culture. First, let's establish that this is possible. Do you remember the Got Milk campaign? There was this guy, Edward Bernays, and different industries would come to him and get him to create propaganda campaigns. Pig farmers hired this guy to create propaganda campaigns that would include bacon in people's breakfast. A good enough campaign can affect culture as a whole. Also, a lot of people know about this now, but in the 50s, they intentionally paid scientists to create studies or alter studies to shift the blame on what's making Americans fat from sugar to fat. Every major junk food brand is vertically owned from farm to the production by 5 major food companies. Any single one of those food companies can introduce campaigns and push it throughout the culture. Look at the body positivity movement. Body positivity movement was pushed by junk food companies. Junk food companies are the biggest funders of body positivity movements. They're the ones that pay the magazines that push it because they're their biggest advertisers. Okay, so Abby, why would a junk food company want you to eat healthy 6 days a week and then binge eat 1 day a week? Wouldn't they want you to eat junk food 7 days a week? Yeah, they would, but they know that's not reasonable because everybody knows that it's bad for you, right? Instead, they want you to develop an eating disorder. When you're eating clean, when you're trying to eat clean 6 days a week and then binge eating 1 day a week, you're gonna develop an eating disorder. There's lots of studies that prove this is what happens. I know from my personal experience and a lot of other people's personal experience that attempted this, that's usually what happens. Anytime they slip up even a little bit, they eat a cracker, then they're triggered, and then they go, oh, well, thought might as well to make today a cheat day. Cheat days turn to cheat weeks, turn to cheat months, and turn to cheat years. Junk food is designed in a lab by smart scientists that spend tons of time and money to make this food as addictive as possible. Most people have a food addiction to some degree, whether it's a little bit of a food addiction or a severe food addiction. It's totally normal, happens to almost everybody because one, you need food to live. You eat food multiple times a day. Everybody needs it. Junk food is more available than not junk food. It's harder to eat healthy than it is to eat healthy. There's obviously obstacles. Everywhere you go, there's junk food. If you try to abstain from junk food permanently, society, friends, and family look at you like you're crazy. So it's totally normal. Everybody has a junk food addiction. Everybody's an addict. Now, let's say you're an addict. If someone's a heroin addict or an alcoholic, if you suggested just don't do heroin 6 days a week and then do a bunch of heroin 1 day a week, that person's never going to get better. If you tell an alcoholic to binge drink 1 day a week, that alcoholic is never going to get better. If I owned an alcohol company and I was a heartless person, I would encourage people to binge drink 1 day a week and tell them it's good for them and it's healthy for them, because that would ensure that they're hooked on my product forever. Also, you can throw any data, any study you want at me that say, oh, cheat days raise your metabolism for the rest of the week, cheat days, blah, blah, blah. Then why does most people you know do cheat days, yet every year America gets fatter and fatter and fatter? This is why they probably paid The Rock and all these other celebrities tons of money to create this campaign to make it a very popular thing. Almost everybody I know, when they start dieting and start improving your life, the immediate thing is, can I have a cheat day? Now, when it comes to junk food that is poisonous and cancer causing and terrible for you, you don't need balance. I know this is a crazy concept that most people think is wildly extreme and wildly impossible. I don't think you need balance with foods that make you sick. California just banned Skittles and 27 other junk food products because it's known to cause cancer. You don't need balance with cancer-causing poisonous food. The thought of balance with junk food is a drug addict thought that has entered the collective consciousness of our culture. Also, let's use the logical part of our brain, not studies, not nothing, no science, no nutrition, logic. In reality, based in the real world, okay? Let's use our brain for a second. Think long and hard about this. If somebody said, I want to lose weight, so I'm gonna binge eat on a regular basis, does that make sense? If somebody says to you, I want to lose weight, so I'm gonna binge eat on a regular basis. Does that make sense? Also, if your goal is to lose weight, just don't eat junk food. I have a crazy idea. What if you committed to cutting out junk food permanently for the rest of your life, and if you fall short and you slip, you just keep continuing down that path until you eventually cut it out of your life? I know that's crazy, no, that's nuts, and I'm not even saying cut out desserts. I'm just saying cut out processed junk food, eat desserts sometimes when you're not on a diet. But if you're on a diet and your goal is to lose weight and get in shape and get ripped, then don't binge eat. Cut out junk food permanently. Like, cut out processed junk food permanently, minimize regular junk food, and if you're on a diet, don't let your diet include eating food that makes you sick. I know that's crazy. It's just an idea. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it's a bad idea. I don't know, but think about it.